morning, Spiritual Life Center. Welcome to the SLC Sunday Experience. We are so glad that you're here. You're in the right place at the right time, and we're going to sing about that, right, Larry?
That's right. Good morning, everybody. Let's sing My Soul is Welcome Here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. In the right place, I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. And I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome, and your soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time, right time. I am just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, right time. I am just where I am meant to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. And I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. And I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. I'm getting the message. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. Come on, let me see your hands up. My soul is welcome here. Keep 'em up. My soul is welcome. Oh, yeah. My soul. All right, dog. Come on. Give him a solo. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome
Woo! Good morning, SLC.
Good morning.
And as many of you know, Peg and I just returned from Kauai from our honeymoon. And I must say, because it was the wisdom of several of you folks that led us to Kauai. While at Kauai, though, I felt oftentimes the voice of a great spiritual teacher went through my head. That spiritual teacher was Mae West. Mae West said that sometimes too much of a good thing can be fantastic. So,
Well, along those lines, we would love to bless you and your union and your lovely honeymoon.
Thank you.
With the blessing. We love you. Let's
Thank
just
you.
rub your hands together, and we'll just do this from memory because we didn't prepare a slide. So, Reverend Rick and Peg, we love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold God's love as you.
Namaste.
And yes,
Thank you.
So it is.
and it was so delightful last night. Claudia in Dallas had a wonderful pool party, led by the ABC committee, and it was delightful, not just to celebrate the anniversary, our honeymoon and all that, but also it's hard to believe, but this is the first 1 year anniversary of being here, and I feel so grateful to be here, and it's so grateful to be working with Reverend Christine. There have been so many wonderful things said about the class that she is giving, and we hope that she will be teaching another class very soon.
Thank you. Yes, we're talking about it amongst the current class, so we look forward to that. And we greet all of you in the name of all that is good and all that is sacred and holy, and in the warm and loving energy of our community, Spiritual Life Center. SLC honors all people worshiping in temples, mosques, churches, stone circles, and of course, the beautiful temples of nature, because we know that there is no spot that God is not. And if this is your first time joining us, online or in person, we especially welcome you, because we know that you are not here by accident, but by divine appointment. So glad you kept your appointment. Also, please silence your electronic devices and no flash photography, please, during the service.
And today's daily word is radiance. The affirmation is aligned with my divine nature. I am a beacon of light to others. God is the light of my life. I give thanks every day for the wondrous blessings of the divine and the peace and strength I derive from my faith. I am a spiritual being, fully human and fully divine. The light of God shines from within me. My confidence grows as I embrace my divine nature. As I live and love more fully and authentically, the joy within me multiplies and I become simply radiant. The world can feel dark and dull and needs all the light and sparkle it can get. As greater numbers of people discover the power of God within them and express the fullness of their true spiritual selves, the world will grow and our collective radiance will increase. And from that wonderful Navajo proverb, it says, keep the warmth and radiance of the summer sun in your heart. Today's daily word is radiance. Let's go into prayer a moment. Dear Spirit, dear great Spirit, thank you for our many, many blessings. Thank you for the opportunities to be of love, to serve, and to remember. Thank you for SLC, this incredible spiritual community, this city on a metaphysical hill with a powerful message, not just for Sacramento, but for the world beyond. And for this and so much more, we say thank you and amen and amen. This week, a powerful Unity teacher, Reverend Edwin Gaines, made her transition. I had the good fortune of studying under Reverend Edwin, and she came here, I'm told, a number of years ago. I'm seeing heads bobbing. Incredible teacher. I do hope later on in 2027 to really do either a class or a series on Sunday on her wonderful book, The 4 Spiritual Laws of Prosperity, because I think it's a powerful book that can help all of us. And so we say in love, and know, as Gandhi said, nothing good is ever lost. We also say these words, which are our mission statement, because quite frankly, they remind us of who we have come here to be. Let's say them together. To transform lives, to make a positive difference in the world as we love, serve, and remember. And when Peg and I were on Kauai, we did the helicopter tour. They asked Peg, do you want to do it doors on, doors off? She said doors off, so we... And I have to say, if we could go to the next slide, as we were taking off and all this, these 5 unity principles came to mind. Let's say them together. God is absolute good, everywhere present. People are inherently good. Thoughts create our experiences. Prayer and meditation are how we connect with God, and we must take action. And we landed safely. Reverend
Wow.
Christine,
Yes.
There's so much going on around this place. Tell us some of what's going
I'll
on.
let you know. Wow Wednesdays to start with. Our Oneness Prayer Circle with the chaplains, that's at 5:30 p.m. And then, of course, there's our lovely community meal at 6 o'clock. And this week, it's Reverend Lisa, our very own Reverend Lisa, and it's called Talk the Walk, and she will be chatting with Elaine Laroa, SLC's Finance and Marketing Director, about Elaine's 60-year personal and spiritual journey. Now, she must have started in the cradle, is what I can say about that. And then also, today, there's a workshop, Spiritual Gifts Workshop, again, facilitated by Reverend Lisa Lawson. And in this workshop, you'll discover what lights you up and how to connect your gifts with sacred service. That's today from 1:15 to 3:15, and no advance registration is needed. And lunch will be provided for attendees on a love offering basis.
So let me hopefully convince you to come to the lunch and then come to Reverend Lisa's fair, what Reverend Lisa's doing. I think it is so important. If it weren't for volunteers, this ministry would fold in a nanosecond. And so volunteers are really important. And on that subject, next week there is going to be a volunteer fair. After both services in the courtyard, volunteer team leaders will answer questions from our many opportunities where you can have to volunteer and serve. And so we look to see you next week at that volunteer fair.
And we've got the Light the World Gala, which is honoring our very own Paula Mandella.
Yeah.
And yes, and her 20 years of service. That is Friday, September 18th, and tickets are on sale now. And there's also sponsorship opportunities, which include preferred seating, which is always nice. And today is the last day that we're collecting auction donations.
And in October, our Fall Faith in Action series is going to be starting. It's a powerful book which we're doing, written by a woman who was the right hand or a lieutenant to Thich Nhat Hanh. And it's the right book for the right time of what we're going through. But one of the things which makes the series so wonderful, as many of you know, are the home study groups. We ask you to sign up to be host one of these at your house. We asked sign-ups through August 30th. Go to the hub and speak to people about that. We need at least 5 more hosts are needed. And as Janet Crawford has so ably pointed out, it's one way of keeping your house clean every week. So hope you will do it. And now we have a wonderful transformation story. Oatzinu and Paula, come on forward.
Thank you. So, Oatzinu Sheelakee. Did I say it right?
Correct, yes.
Yay! Okay.
Yate, Abine. Good morning, everyone.
So this is Oatzinu. Well, I'm going to ask him some questions. So, first of all, what is your, a little bit of your background, like?
A little bit of my background.
Yes.
Well, raised by my father, grandparents, so I learned a lot more about my indigeneity, as my grandfather is Apache and his wife is Mayan. And then my mom is Cherokee and northern tribe up in the Great Lakes.
You want to talk?
So yeah, that's where I mixed from.
So you learned a lot of those practices from all those traditions?
Well, from the traditions, also in my life journey, like becoming a gourd dancer and part of the Native American church, as well as the Lakota way of Sundance. So really, really learning more of the richness of different cultures within indigeneity.
Okay. And would you like to tell us about some of the objects that you brought to put on the altar today?
Oh, yes. So we have the fan and the rattle representing the Native American church. And then we have the fire, the earth, the wind, the water. The circle here is the ghost dance colors from the ghost dance altar that was shared with me, take care of. And that's from the Lakota way as well.
And the colors that we're wearing today, yellow, red, white, and black.
So mostly come from the Lakota, 4 directions representing, a while back in the 70s, it's the colors of the people from around the world. And as we come together in union in that circle, that we all learn to love, respect, and remember each other like that.
That's awesome. Love and respect are good qualities. So how did you find your way to Spiritual Life Center?
My girlfriend.
Thank you very much. Anna, yes?
Anna, yes.
Thank you for bringing this lovely person to our community. And so, what did I want to ask you else? What keeps you coming to SLC?
The good people. A lot of good people here.
Good people. Yes, yes. Well, is there anything else? So, what is a transformational experience that you've had?
Here at SLC, it's just remembering the 5 tenets. Really, it's very synonymous how I learned to be. And actually, the 5th one mostly is taking action. So not just thinking about it, but living it, being it, doing it as a way of life, and not being being more true to that as best as possible.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
All right, and speaking of remember, there are many things that fostered transformation in our lives, and we have a slide for our prayer chaplains. Prayer is a great opportunity for transformation, and our prayer chaplains are available to pray with you in the courtyard after service. And then in terms of what's happening, there's information posted in the sanctuary lobby, and you can go to the hub to sign up for an event, and check our website for weekly offerings and small group gatherings.
As Oatzinu pointed out, one of the reasons we come here is for that connection. So let's give some of that connection and love to each other right now.
So if you'd like to stay standing, we're going to sing our group song here. This one you should be familiar with at this point. It was one of our Faith in Action songs, Creating the Dream.
Of illusion takes a feathered flight, the eagle of truth, revealing who you are, the artist in the art, a star among stars. Stand in your power, now is the only hour. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, oh, hey ya, hey ya, oh. The silence where the sound is heard, universal wisdom flowing through the word, creating the dream that lives in me and you, in harmony with all. To your heart be true, stand in your power, now is the only hour. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya.
Thank you. Please be seated. So we're going to have a very special meditation today with Oatzinu and Rev Paul Sanchez. And before we hear that, we are going to speak together our vision statement. Spiritual Life Center is a loving, vibrant family that welcomes home all people and accepts everyone, no exceptions. Weaving ancient spiritual traditions with emerging wisdom, we cultivate a spiritual deepening with the divine, each other, and our planet.
My friend from the West, letting go, I come to crawl into this space to be with you in a sacred way. My friend from the North, with wisdom, I come to crawl in this space to be with you in a sacred way. My friend from the East, a new beginning. I come to crawl in this space to be with you in a sacred way. My friend from the South, with healing, I come to crawl in this space to be with you in a sacred way. And with all my relatives, I shall lodge sacredly, holy, for we are all together encompassed with that lesson. Letting go with wisdom, a new beginning with healing. Breathe in this medicine. Surrender and allow Spirit to do the rest for you in the silence. Gently find your way back. Return to the present in the way that you're most comfortable, wiggling your toes or whatever it takes for you. And continue to receive the medicine with every breath. Breathe in deeply. And let it go. Sink deeper into heart space. And allow these words to be yours as we pray. Wakantanka, great mystery. Teach me how to trust my heart, my mind, my intuition, my inner knowing, the senses of my body, the blessings of my spirit. Teach me to trust these things so that I may enter my sacred space and love beyond my fear, and thus walk in balance with the passing of each glorious sun. Mitakuye Oyasin. Aho.
I'm not right, and you're not wrong. We both know what this love of ours is built upon. We are shadows, tiny sparrows, safe inside clear blue sky of another storm, moving in and out of time, in and out of the circle of life. We are children of the angels, keepers of the fire. We are children of the angels, reaching for the light. We are not strangers, we're sisters and brothers. I know we came here to love each other, here in the circle of love. Each one thinks they have the answer. Each one believes that they can see the way, the only one. Truth lies waiting, was always waiting, like a love, a peaceful dove, right there inside your soul, from another place and time, moving into the circle of life. We are children of the angels, keepers of the fire.
Larry Shiflett, Becky McPhee.
Wow. Thank you, Paula and Oatzinu, for a wonderful meditation. And there's going to be more. They're coming back at the end of the service, so hold on for that. And our music ministry, oh my God. On a typical Sunday, our music ministry is over the top. But I mean, for this series on unity and world religion, Paula, it has just been incredible. So when I started thinking about this talk on Native American spirituality, the first thought that came to me was, Rick, you got to be kidding. There are people in this community who are much closer to the Native American community than you are. Why are you giving the talk? But then it dawned on me. I gave a talk on Islam. I've never lived in an Islamic country. I gave a talk on Buddhism. I've never lived in a Buddhist country. Native American spirituality, I lived over 4 years in Oklahoma. You know, my first church was in Oklahoma. Many of our members were Native American, and it was very interesting, the mixture. I mean, some folks in the church were 60% European, 40% Native American. Others were 60% Native American, 40% European. So there was I've been to sweat lodges. I've been to smudging circles. I'll talk about powwows. I mean, I've even been to a potlatch. So, I mean, I think I do bring something to the table talking about Native American spirituality. You know, in the natural sciences, physics a lot of times is seen as the queen of the physical sciences. And a lot of time physicists look down their noses at, chemists and biologists. I remember a lot of my physics friends would say, chemistry, their only ultimate reality is to cook it. And in the social sciences, and remember, I was an economist before the call to ministry. A lot of times economics is seen as the queen of the social sciences, and a lot of economists look down their noses at sociologists, anthropologists. I've never felt that way. I feel truly, if you really want to know even how a modern economy works, there's a lot that sociology and anthropology will teach you about what's really going on in this economy, as it were. And so I bring that to the table, but I think the most important thing that I bring to the table on this is that I so agree with something that Myrtle Fillmore, the co-founder of the Unity Movement, her observation, and it was something that I personally observed too. Remember, Myrtle and Charles met in Denison, Texas, fell in love and got married. Now, Charles was never anti-spiritual, but if you look, let's be honest, if you look back to that period of his life, the number one thing on his bucket list was to get rich quick. And the second thing was to get rich even quicker and so his thing was, I'm going to be in real estate, Western real estate and silver speculation. That will bring me the fortune. And so Myrtle and Charles really lived in Colorado, Utah, back in the 1800s when it really, honestly, truly was the Wild West. And Myrtle's observation, which is something I feel so strongly too from my days in Oklahoma, Myrtle said that she felt that many of the Native Americans that she met were far closer to the Godhead than most of her so-called Christian friends back east. And I too felt that many of the Native Americans and Native American culture that I met was so closer to the Godhead than a lot of my experience, as it were, back east. The other interesting thing was that intellectually, I knew about the Trail of Tears, and et cetera, but only at an intellectual level. And it was from talking to historians and anthropologists and whatnot with the tribes. And if you're in Oklahoma, a lot of the tribes have incredible museums, which you really, should see. But to hear also from people whose, not that long ago, generations back, went through a Trail of Tears experience, it was an incredible land theft. I mean, there's no other way to describe it, an incredible land theft. And not only that, I mean, the harshness and what a lot of them, many of them losing their lives. And the thought was, essentially, we'll take them off this valuable land in the east and we'll give them Fort Stinking Desert, in the midsection in the west of the country. And, the Great White Father says, as long as the sun's shining, as long as the water's flowing, this is your stinking desert for forever and ever. We give them, and we put them in Oklahoma and what was called Indian Territory in those days. And oh my God, what did we do? We gave them land which was on the richest mineral deposits of that era, of oil and natural gas. Oh my God, how could we have possibly done something as stupid as that? We got to get that land. And so, but it's held by tribes, and the tribes ain't selling. Well, we got to tell them this is America. It's not, we don't go by tribes, we go by it's individual property rights. So we'll give each one of the Indian families a deed. They'll be so hung up for money, they'll sell it to us for a mess of porridge. And what happened, I strongly recommend a book called Killers of the Flower Moon if you really want to know about a slice of America, and I think an important slice. Killers of the Flower Moon by David Gran really is about what happened in the Osage Nation, but it happened in other nations too. Since women oftentimes were the pillars, of the Native American community, they were the ones that ultimately, a lot of times, wound up with the mineral rights. And what would happen is that a lot of times an Indian woman would be married to a European, a white, and unfortunately the Native American woman would be found in the trunk, her corpse would be found in the trunk of a Ford or a Chevrolet. Interesting story, it's the start of the FBI and J. Edgar Hoover too. And it was interesting, the movie is also good too. Maybe we should do it for some night, for a movie night. It's Robert De Niro and Leonardo DiCaprio. They filmed it several towns away from where we were. Of course, everyone wanted to go see, as they were doing this. But I think the story and the truth, that really I think hits the nail on the head about this. My son David is now in his 30s, but he was around 10 or 11. And my kids, we're driving in the car, and they get into this big discussion about if aliens landed on planet Earth, what would it be like? And so finally, David turns to me, and he says, well, Dad, what do you think? I was shocked. They want to know what the old man thinks, And so I said, well, David, if an alien civilization landed on this planet, obviously their technology is far superior to ours. Hopefully their spiritual development would be far superior to ours if they landed on planet Earth. David shook his head and said, well, Dad, I hope you're right, but all I can tell you is if aliens land on this planet, I hope they treat us a lot better than the way we treated the Indians. I mean, from out of the mouths of babes. It's estimated that before European contact was made in North America, there were well over 1,000 distinct tribal nations. The U.S. government now recognizes 575 Native American tribes. In Canada, they recognize 634 First Nation communities. So anything you say about Native American spirituality, obviously you're amalgamating a lot of different tribes and a lot of different circumstances and stuff like that, but I still think there are certain things, powerful common denominators which you can pull out of this. First, Native American spirituality is rooted in the interconnectedness of all creation, viewing the earth, animals, plants, and humans as a single sacred family, Rather than a rigid set of dogmas, it's a diverse collection of tribal traditions centered on living in harmony with the natural and spiritual worlds. For most of the tribes, you will find that there is at the center a concept of the Great Spirit. Most traditions recognize a supreme, omnipresent, creative. Some it's more a force, more what we were talking about, non-theistic than a personal theism. But recognize this omnipresent and creative, supreme being or force. The entity is often referred to as the Great Spirit, Creator, the Great Mystery. The Great Mystery. This force is not viewed as a distant ruler, but as an active, sacred essence that flows through everything and all existence. Every element of nature is believed to possess a distinct spiritual essence. Living relatives, as it were, animals, plants, rocks, rivers, geographic features are viewed as sentient relatives and not as resources to be exploited. And a core guiding philosophy is often translated as all my relations, as the Lakota would say. It reflects the belief that everything in the universe is fundamentally connected. Fundamentally connected. I think Joseph Campbell, that great teacher of spirituality, of mythology and spirituality, has a lot to say about Native American spirituality. But what he so admires is before the hunt, it isn't like, European, descent folks coming out and bammo, we're going to kill 1,000 buffalo and just let it lay on the ground or whatever. That it was, you did ceremonies thanking the animals that you were about to hunt for giving up their lives. Almost, like a Christ, the animal becomes like a Christ-like figure, giving of itself. So you can survive. I love the story about the farmer, and he's eating breakfast, ham and eggs, and the chicken and the pig are looking through the window at the master, and the hen says to the pig, says, I love how we serve our master. The pig says, we don't view this as service, we view it as total commitment. That sacred interrelationship is there. Stewardship is so important. Humans are viewed as caretakers of the land rather than as its masters. Sacred geography, special mountains, rivers, and landscapes are considered holy spaces where the spiritual and physical world meets. Thin places. You see this also in Celtic mythology too, about the importance of these thin places where there's this meeting. Time and life are viewed as a continuous cycle rather than as a linear timeline. In so many tribes, there's the concept of the sacred hoop. The circle represents birth, death, rebirth, and the changing of seasons. You also see another circle in the form of the medicine wheel. Sacred symbols represent the 4 directions, the 4 seasons, the 4 stages of life, and the vital balance that is needed for well-being. One of my heroes is Dr. Carl Jung, that great Swiss psychiatrist. And as you read Carl Jung, guess what? The number 4 is a very important number to Carl Jung too. And seeing that, and a lot of times he went back and talking about the collective unconscious and used the images of the medicine wheel and that four-sidedness. Ceremonies are vital for maintaining balance, showing gratitude, and seeking guidance. For example, smudging. Oh my God, I remember smudging ceremonies. It's a purification ceremony held to purify spirits and spaces. Sweat lodges If you get a chance to go to a sweat lodge, I certainly recommend it. It's a purification ceremony held in a heated dome-shaped structure to cleanse the mind, body, and spirit. Powwows, are social and spiritual gatherings featuring traditional drumming, singing, and dancing to celebrate heritage and community connection. I remember in Oklahoma so often about the powwows, and oftentimes a totem pole or two would be raised. The drumming and the dancing, it would be a large circle dancing around the totem pole, and you're away from cities, and I mean, God, the stars that you could see in the sky, more stars than, most of us are used to. And I mean, even to the point where you could see, if you looked, you could see the plane of the Milky Way, of the Milky Way. And these powwows are tremendously powerful. The potlatch, what an interesting celebration. For those of you who remember Lord of the Rings and J.R. Tolkien, there's the Hobbit birthday. In a Hobbit birthday, the Hobbit gives, not that the Hobbit receives presents, the Hobbit gives presents, gives presents to everybody. The potlatch is very similar. It's a gift-giving festival tradition or a feast where the main celebrant is giving, is as it were giving away, and it is a truly powerful ceremony. I think that there is such an interest in Native American spirituality, not just in the Native American community, but why this is spreading to so many areas of the general culture. I believe it's because our society has what I'm going to call a purple hunger. What do I mean by that? Well, if you remember when I did a trial weekend with you folks, you asked me to do a workshop, so I did it on spiral dynamics. Spiral dynamics is looking at, it's a model of how cultural evolution or spiritual consciousness evolves. It's a model which is used by, Ken Wilber, it's used by a lot of folks. And again, I think it's not the only model, but I think it's quite powerful. And each of the spirals, each tier on the spiral has a color. Sort of the bottom spiral, underpinning it is what's called the beige spiral, where it's probably our ancestors, but with not really too much culture, and really more or less in just survival mode. As you come up a bit, you come into what's called the purple spiral. And this is where I'm getting purple hunger. The purple spiral is the era of hunter-gatherers, of magic, of tribe and clan connectedness, and then flowing up from that would be what's called the red spiral, which is when we became hunter-gatherers, et cetera, and you can keep going up. What I think there's a deep hunger for what I'm going to call this magic, and this tribe, and this and this connection, For some reason, I have theories about this. For some reason, the Native American community was able to hold on to, as they even evolved up, they were able to hold on to more of this purple consciousness than a lot of other places in our society. In Lynchburg, when I was the minister of unity in Lynchburg, we formed something called the Mystical and Metaphysical Group, which, I mean, people came from, all over the place. We were touching on these things about, from crystals on up to near-death experiences to connection. And I'm not going to lay a ton of statistics on you, but it is absolutely shocking how few, when asked, how few Americans say they have at least 4 people who are very close friends they can connect to. We're in a society where many Americans don't know the difference between their next door neighbor and the Roto-Rooter man. I mean, and there's this hunger, I believe, for this purple consciousness. And it gives, I think, a lot of reasons that if you come out with a book, a good book on Toltec wisdom and the Four Agreements, it is going to be it's going to be a blockbuster. Or Carlos Castaneda and shamans. The interest in in so many areas now in shamanistic culture. I feel that we talk about merging ancient spiritual traditions with emerging wisdom. When we can do this and this emerging wisdom in the areas of neuroscience and artificial intelligence and astrophysics, but merge this with that ancient wisdom, that ancient purple, that ancient sense of purpleness. By the way, I honestly feel one of the key reasons Christianity really grew in the 1st and 2nd centuries was because they had this nailed. They had what in those days it was called koinonia. I mean, their services, which there were no cathedrals, it was held in people's homes, and it was that fellowship. That fellowship which is so important. I think what goes on in that courtyard after the service is so important to building a spiritual community, to really know what's going on. There is such a hunger, to go back to, remember Cheers? A place where everybody knows your name. A place where everybody knows your name and that connection. And if we can have that connected to emerging wisdom, I think then we at SLC will be drawing them in like gangbusters. We will, as it were, if I can mix metaphors, we'll be cooking with gas. I think 2 songs for me which really tie this in and get this so well. I think one is by Olivia Newton-John. It was her song Magic. I'm sure some of you remember it. Let me give you some of the lyrics. Come take my hand, you should know me. I've always been in your mind. You know I will be kind. I will be guiding you. Building your dreams has to start now. There's no other road to take. You won't make a mistake. I'll be guiding you. Have to believe we are magic. Nothing can stand in our way. Have to believe we are magic. Don't let your aim ever stray. And if all your hopes survive, destiny will arrive. I'll bring you your dreams alive today. From where I stand, you are home free. The planets align so rare. There's promise in the air, and I'm guiding you. Through every turn, I'll be near you. I'll come anytime you call. I'll catch you when you fall. I'll be guiding you. We have to believe we are magic. Nothing can stand in our way. Have to believe we're magic. Take my hand today. And when destiny arrives, your dreams will come alive. I can bring you your dreams today. When we can connect with that kind of spirit, boy, oh boy, we're more than, as it were, cooking with gas. The other song which I think so captures this is, and again, remember we're dealing with the purple spiral, is Prince, that great singer, songwriter, and guitarist Prince, had a song called Purple Rain. Some of the lyrics went, only wanted to see you laughing in the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. When I was in Oklahoma, one of our Native American members wrote a prayer, which I think based upon Native American spirituality. But you know what? I think his prayer captures more than just Native American spirituality. We've been talking in this series of Unity and World Religions about a golden thread, a golden thread which goes through almost all of the great spiritual paths. And I think he hits not just on Native American spirituality, but he hit on this golden thread. His prayer went as so. Great Spirit, source of all light, we give you thanks for the sacred circle that holds us, for the earth beneath our feet, the sky above us, the waters that sustain us, and the breath of life within us. Help us remember that we are all relatives to one another and to all creation. May we walk gently upon the earth, speak with kindness, listen with open hearts, and honor the divine presence in every being. As we leave this sacred gathering, may peace go before us, love dwell within us, wisdom guide us, and gratitude accompany every step. We are one with Spirit. We are one with each other. And we are one with all life. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you, and God bless.
Yes, and next week we have a Unity and World Religion series continues with the golden thread in the future, and that will be with Reverend Rick and Reverend Lisa, and then music by Carol Manson, Soul Light Connection, and Chet Chwalik. So at this time we'd like to acknowledge our newcomers. Any newcomers here with us, raise your hand. Any newcomers? Oh, over here. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. So if you're watching online, you can go to slcworld.org, click on the Connect button, and fill out the welcome card. This will let us know that you're watching, and we can also keep you up on the happenings at SLC. And then our ushers had a welcome card for our new folks that they can take to the welcome table in the courtyard, and also receive a shell lay that you can wear so we can greet you. And so we're so glad you're here. And now it's time for our offering. So we are a spiritual cooperative, and there are a variety of opportunities to help support SLC. You can text SLC Love to 44321 and use the QR code, or go directly to our website and click the donate button. You can also mail in your love offering. And we love to see you in person, but if your preference is online, we ask you to join the community by subscribing, offering your thoughts in the chat, and leaving a like to share us in the journey. So let's bless our love offering together. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. Thank you, God.
Wichitai to kimi wan ohanika rorane hianai nei no. Wichitai to kimi wan ohanika rorane hianai he nei no one. Wichitai to kimi wan ohanika rorane hianai nei no. Wichitai to kimi wan ohanika rorane hianai nei no. Wichitai to kimi wan ohanika rorane hianai he nei yo one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wichitaito, give me one. Ohanika rorane, pianai nei no. Wichitaito, give me one. Ohanika rorane, pianai hey nei no one. Wichitaito, give me one. Ohanika rorane, pianai nei no. Wichitaito, give me one. Ohanika rorane, ohanika rorane, ohanika rorane, pianai nei no. Wichitaito, give me one. Ohanika rorane, pianai hey nei no.
Oatzinu Sheelakee. Kathy Mandella, Solar Connection.
Come. Dear Spirit, dear great Spirit, thank you for all of the prayers in the prayer box and prayers on people's hearts. Help them to know that overcoming power of Spirit, and that we truly are one with the One, that there is a source and a power. Then help us turn calamity into serenity, and that we too can be overcomers. Thank you for all of the investments that are made into this ministry of time, treasure, and talent. And for this and so much more, we say thank you and amen and amen. We're going to sing the reconciliation song. Well, first the prayer for protection, the reconciliation song. Then there's going to be a wonderful postlude. Join us in the courtyard. I see there's a cake with our pictures on it. It's going to get cut, so don't worry about it. And then come to the lunch if you're coming to the workshop, and I urge you to come to Reverend Lisa's workshop. It's going to be a powerful workshop on something which is really important. So let's say that prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, I am, and all is well.
It's good where we've been and where we're going. Hey, 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 it's good where we've been and where we're going. Hey, 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 hey,
Russell. Wanna go? Wanna go? Wanna play on this? Go, you go. Next one. Top.